South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His defense made a statement their last time out, pitching a shutout in last week's win. Then on the Dolphins side, you've got Mike McDaniel. His guys also winners in week 1, so a couple of 1-0 teams ready to get after it here. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Second down and 6 now. They'll throw with May. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch as that played good for 30 and a first.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out and set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Here goes throw. What's up?
To the air, May. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. From the gun, it's May. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots are on the board first here this afternoon. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they score in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And in recent seasons, he's really elevated his game and become one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL when he's out there leading his squad. He completed over 72% of his passes last season, which led the league and he's looking to be even better in this season.
Hill going to go in motion right. Play action, now it's Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 40.
They fake the handoff, now Tua. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll get positive yardage there. It's going to be a touchdown.
8 yards.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 2. Now Tua on the bootleg here. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. This defense for the Patriots, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
We talk about getting off to a hot start, a shutout right out of the gate. Think of the carryover headed into this one, the residue of that game. That means excellent practices, guys alert, ready to go. They'd love to hang a second one right here, right now.
It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So fourth down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Stevenson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the shotgun, May with it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, we got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Watch out for Hill on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Throwing on second and long. Tua. Into space at the 45. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds across midfield at the 48.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Short throw going to be caught by Waddle. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
In motion is Westbrook-Ikhine. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. And they'll run the toss here with Stevenson. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing here is May. Short pass caught by Henry. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's a gain of 20.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
He'll take it inside the 25. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Here's May. Checking this down to Stevenson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. We're going to throw. May. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Now Gordon on 1st down. Still on his feet. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. New England's offense set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. At this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's May. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they get takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they got themselves a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, New England.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. A yard, all they need, but it's third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
That's good for a Patriots. First down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
6-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
This is Stevenson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And this one nearly intercepted. Oh, that's a ball he thinks he should have had. Instead, maybe a chance for the offense to get 3 out of it after all. 4th down. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
From the shotgun, it's May. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Henry. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On the handoff, Stevenson diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. If they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they take over in a precarious spot here, albeit after forcing the fumble at the goal line. This is safety territory as they start from their own 1. Here's Achane to start the drive. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Normally we think about big swings and scores before a half. We think offense, but this time their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. This will be fielded at the 17.
Antonio.
possession back to the Patriots from Andre Stevenson, headed out with the offense.
A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
You can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
That's good. Patriots.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's Scott
Our
Hansen
tour around the
with our halftime
NFL
report.
starts
Scott?
now at legendary Lambeau Field. It's the Packers at home to take on the Commanders. And it's the second-year signal caller, Jaden Daniels. A 17-yard touchdown pass. The Commanders get their first win of the year, and they had to earn it, too. They get the road victory. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And it's Kenneth Walker. He's going to bull his way in from a couple yards away. This one's gone to halftime with the Seahawks have the lead at the half in a battle of teams looking to avoid starting 0-2. One more to bring you up. Let's go to Arlington. The Cowboys hosting the New York Giants. And it's the second-year quarterback, Michael Penix. He gets this one complete, 6-yard touchdown pass. The Giants, looking for a 2-0 start, they lead at the half. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
Looking to pass. Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Running right, here's Achane. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Tua. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Calling a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Patriots' 44-yard line.
Back to the ground, Achane. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll go. Achane. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Dolphins first down.
In motion, Hill.
35-yard line.
On first down, back to Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
The Dolphins are lining up.
Two are going to try and throw for it. It's complete. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just there, you know, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Now 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Patriots on the counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Tua sets up to pass it. In the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Ready.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Harold Landry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's going to go down again. Keon White providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Sanders' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
A touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's another Patriots 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. To the air, May. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll throw with May. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game. Only only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Henry. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
At the 4-yard line.
Here we go, put
Stevenson. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Brings up 4th and goal.
They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel
still going. He's got a full head of steam. And all the way in for a touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen them have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here comes 2nd down and 5. Throwing here is May. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll be brought down with the 1st down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 of enemy territory. Here's 1st down. Here's May. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. They're going to throw. May. Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Short pass caught by Henry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw, it's May. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That's good for the Patriots. First down. A gain of 14.
From the shotgun, May with it.
Patriots.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Dolphins, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.